This video is about purpose, a key pillar for supporting runners in continuing running after they have started. Purpose is about helping runners identify a meaningful why, because having a purpose helps people continue with running. The key messages from this pillar are: it's helpful to know your why, and it's helpful to own your why. This means that for people to continue with running, they should be aware of their reasons for running. For example, when they encounter barriers to running, they can remind themselves why they're doing it. But the quality of their why also matters. It's important that the reasons are internal and personally meaningful to them and not decided by someone else. Self-determination theory suggests that we can have better quality motivation and poorer quality motivation. If someone enjoys running, values what running is giving them, such as me time or feeling more confident, if they choose to run, or see running as something that supports how they view themselves or what is important to them, they can be said to have better quality motivation. If someone feels that they have to run or should run rather than wanting to run, or if they use running only as a means to an end, for example to lose weight, but don't enjoy running, then they can be said to have poorer quality motivation. Poorer quality motivation can be helpful for getting someone started with exercising, but it's not helpful for keeping it going in the long term. The type of motivation we have matters because extensive research has shown that having better quality motivation helps people to keep running better than poorer quality motivation. For instance, in our research, we have seen two people who were running with the same goal to age healthier. For one runner, this was more of a generic reason rather than a personal one. They had read that they should do something about their health, but they didn't seem to buy into it. Therefore, running was something they felt they should do. For the other runner, the reason to age healthily was more meaningful because they had witnessed someone close to them go through a significant surgery, making this a more personal reason for running. Only the one with the more personal reason continued running. It's not always about the surface level motivation, but rather what is the underlying meaning behind it. What do people need for good quality motivation? They need choice, competence, and connection. Choice means runners having a say in their running, such as making decisions regarding their runs, like how and when they run. Competence means building runners' belief in their running abilities. And connection means having meaningful relationships through running. Competence and connection will be discussed more in the progress and people videos. Practical tips on how you can include purpose in your coaching. Firstly, you can help people reflect on what's important to them and identify how regular running supports these values. For example, using questions like, could I ask what your reasons for running are? Or, could I ask how running relates to the things that are most important to you? You could also use a set of value cards and incorporate them into a running activity where runners run to pick up a value card that is personal to them and then discuss with a pair how running can fit into those values. Secondly, you can help people see running in a different way. For example, a runner might say they can't prioritize running because they need to spend time with their children. An alternative way of seeing this would be that running could make them a more patient and energized parent and help them be healthier for longer. You could ask the runner if there is another way of seeing this where running benefits them and fits in with their other commitments to encourage them to see it in an alternative way. It's better for people to come up with that alternative view themselves, rather than telling them how they should view running. And thirdly, you can give people a say in the program to increase choice. For example, by always explaining why you're doing an activity, giving people choice between activities, such as letting them choose whether they want to jog at a constant pace or do a run walk, asking them which activities they enjoy and would like to do more of, and also using language that supports ownership, such as go at a pace that feels comfortable to you. For further explanations, please have a look at the 2-page handout on purpose. Here are also some academic sources that supported this presentation.